Hey everybody, Steve Maxwell here. I'm going to take you through some Rogers kits that come from my archives. These are kits that are either sold or a couple of them are kits in my permanent collection. This is that beautiful Rogers banner that's in my museum room, along with the kit you see there, which is my own personal Rogers kit. More shots coming up here. 13, 16, 2 16s, 22, matching wood dyna, canister throne, and all of the swan leg stands. And to lead it off, I thought we'd just do white marine pearl for a little bit, since it's a favorite of mine. Here's a 12, 14, 20 with that nice creamy color to the aged white marine pearl. It's a great look. This is a very cool drum that came our way, and it's got a badge, a plate on there that says especially for Louie Bell in 1964. And I don't have any documentation on, provenance on this, but it's just a cool piece. And Louie, of course, was a Rogers artist during this time. He was a Rogers artist from right around 1960 all the way through till right about 66 or so, after which he went to Slingerland. So it's a cool piece. Here's another kit. This was in my New York store a long time ago, a 9x13, 2 16s, 22-inch bass drum. Just a beautiful kit, sounded incredible. Here's a cool kit. That's our buddy Peter Erskine, who is a Tama artist, but a lover of Rogers drums. And the story here, that kit he's playing, is the kit you see in these next photos. This is a kit that was new old stock that I purchased about a year ago from a music store that bought a ton of instruments, and they never sold any of them. That particular business finally closed, and the owner retired, and I was able to buy this and many other kits as well. And I put that kit up on my Reverb site, and Peter called me and said, you got to ship it. And he absolutely loves that kit. He has said so many times on his Facebook posts and his websites. Here's another example, or just another shots of my own white marine kit. It's just a favorite of mine with the classic Buddy setup, 13, 2 16s, 22 in this case. Buddy had a 22 during the Harry James days and then went to 24s. This is the Rogers wood dyna that goes with it. That's probably the second wood dyna that I ever owned. Love it. Again, some more shots here. And what's coming up is the kit that I did a recent video on, which some of you know about. It's my Champagne Sparkle Rogers kit. This kit is an incredible find. I'd been talking to the owner of this kit for 9 or 10 years. He finally decided to sell it, and I bought it immediately. It's two 8x12s, two 14x18 bass drums, a 14x14 floor tom, matching wood dynasonic, all the matching pedals and stands, and it's absolutely incredible. It's literally new old stock. He bought it brand new in 1969 for about $1,000. It's got was designed specifically as a double bass kit with the attachment on the left bass drum to move the hi-hat closer. And he basically gigged the kit maybe once or twice and decided to not take it out and get it abused. So it literally is in like new old stock condition. Just a beautiful set. The matching dyna is coming up in these photos here. I have not had a chance to do a video on it yet, but I will soon. For those of you who are purists, you can see that he has the gate a little bit backwards here. He actually had the knob on the opposite side instead of on the strainer side. Here's another nice example in Champagne Sparkle. I love the Champagne Sparkle color with Rogers. It's got that coppery tint to it. Now for some special colors. Here's a kit in Pink Strata. Pink Strata is a very rare color and was only in the color line for a couple of years at Rogers. So that is a true rarity. And this kit was originally a 12, 13, 16, and a 20, and then a 10x14, a 16x18, and a 24, and they all came out of the factory at the same time. This is a beautiful, beautiful Mardi Gras kit from the B&B lug era, and Mardi Gras is almost always seen, when it is seen, it's rare, in B&B lugs, because when we went to Beaver Tail around 64, it was also right at the same time that finish was discontinued. So this particular kit is stunningly beautiful, and it is sitting in a collection of a very, very good friend of mine. This kit did not come with the wood dynasonic, but I happen to have the matching wood dynasonic. It had a matching 8-lug holiday snare, which you see there, and then I had the matching dyna. Here's an example of a great finish, wine red ripple, beautiful finish, and here's another example of it that's a little more vibrant. And this particular kit came to me. There were 3 kits, all from the same collector, 8 by 12, 14, 14, 14 by 20, another 12, 13, 16, 22, which you'll see in a minute, and also a 13, 16, 22 with, all of them had matching 5 by 14 power tone snares with them. They all came from the same collector, so those were incredible. Another great finish, red onyx. Always a beautiful finish. There was red, blue, and black onyx. Steel gray ripple, which is not quite blue, but steel gray is a little bit different from the blue ripple. This is a great kit. I do not own this kit. A person I know owns it, but it's worthy of being included here because it's done in the green, gold, green finish like they used to do for marching bands. This is an incredible one with a highly controversial finish, the purple diamond pearl. People have said it doesn't exist. Well, it does exist. Here's a great example of it, and there is an entire kit that goes with it. So that's a rare bird. Here's a tribute to Rogers Innovation. The way they did a kit like this looks like a regular 12, 13, 16, 20, right? But you switch it around by mounting different things on that tom, and you can mount the snare drum, you can mount the small tom, and cymbal right off that floor tom and put a reversible pedal upside down, and you got yourself a cocktail kit. Here's another example of that same sort of design with and beautiful silver sparkle, gorgeous kit. And of course, nothing would be complete without a picture of a gold sparkle 5 by 14 wood Dynasonic snare drum. It's a favorite color of mine. And I'm closing it out a little bit on some Rogers artists. This one in particular, on this one, we're going to do Louie Bell. And Louie had, I've done a whole separate thing on Louie. And this is a kit that was Louie's that I owned and is now in a museum. And that kit, I have a nice video up of that kit. And it's a very, very unique story behind that kit. You can see that video on my YouTube channel. Louie was a great artist, so innovative. Technique was incredible. Here he's got that rack tom. You normally see a 9 by 13. That's a 9 by 14. That's a 14-inch rack tom up there. One of Louie's earlier B&B lug kits there. And, of course, other artists, too. Buddy Rich was a big artist for Rogers as well. So, in closing, hope you got some fun out of this. We're going to be doing more things like this with other manufacturers' sets. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll do Gretsch, we'll do Slingerland, we'll do Fibes, we'll do them all. So hope you'll enjoy it. And if you want to give me some suggestions for any of the podcasts and videos, let me know at vintagedrums@aol.com. Thanks again.